Today I'd like to show you how to replace or move about the ear pads on our headphones, on the Abyss headphones. And I've got an AB1266 here, which is our big flagship headphone, which has a unique set of ear pads all to itself. And then a Diana TC here on the table. This one's in titanium gray. And all the Dianas take the same style of ear pad, so they're interchangeable. And of course, we have a few different choices with Dianas. You can have base ported ear pads, not base ported. This set on here is vegan. They're ultra suede, very soft. A lot of the other colors and so on are made with lambskin. So there's a lot of options on ear pads with Diana. So a lot of people own more than one set of ear pads. So let's go over how to replace these things. So on all of our headphones, all these current models, all the ear pads are magnetic. And the best way to remove a magnetic ear pad is to grasp it with all fingers right at the actual magnetic ring at the base of it. You don't want to pull the ear pads because the ear pads there are adhesives that are used to hold the ear pads to the magnetic ring, and constantly pulling on them, obviously you're going to damage it at some point over time. So the way to remove an ear pad is to use all your fingers and grasp the ring and just pull it off. And you'll see that this is what it looks like. So you have the driver underneath, what we call the baffle, the surface of the speaker, and the ear pad. Now, on a Diana, the ear pads are beveled on all these headphones. So what you normally want to do is the thickest portion of the ear pad, which happens to have a stitch line on it here, you want to put that where the cable goes into the headphone, into the jack of the headphone. So the widest portion goes where the jack is, which also corresponds to the back lower part of your, just below your ear. So that's the widest portion. I know I've seen some people talk about rotating these ear pads. We don't rotate the ear pads on a Diana. You can. If you want to try wearing it a different way, that's fine. But the thickest portion would go typically where the cable comes in. And you'll note that there's 4 screws on the Diana face, and that corresponds to these 4 notches in the ear pad. So all you're doing is aligning like one notch here with one screw, and the other ones pretty much will just fall in place and lock in, and you're done. And you notice how I'm holding it. I do one ear pad at a time, so I'm twisting the headphone so that the one side's out and open, accessible, and I've got my fingers on the other side, so I'm kind of keeping it apart. And you do one ear pad at a time. If you take them both off, you might slam the headphone against itself. It's pretty durable, but you might damage the finish. You never know. So we do one at a time. So you take one ear pad off, replace it, go to the other side, take the ear pad off, replace it, easy peasy. On the 1266, it's a little more complicated because the 1266 also is magnetic, so it's easy to replace. Again, you grasp the ear pad with all your fingers or all the way around at the base and just break seal on it to take the magnet off. But you'll notice on the 1266 there's actually 6 set screws on the speaker, if I could show them to you. And all around the speaker baffle. It's a huge baffle on this headphone. This ear pad is made to rotate, and I think there's at least, I've never counted them. There's like 15 positions or something like that. So you can rotate the pad. It's a beveled pad, so it's thicker on one side than the other. And you could rotate it in any position you want on both sides for comfort, the way you want it to fit. That also adjusts the bass response to the headphone and so on. And there's other videos on fitment of a 1266 you can watch. It's pretty cool to be able to tune the headphone for your listening preferences and tastes. Again, once you take an ear pad off, note that there's a stitched line here, which resembles the shortest or the thinnest part of the ear pad. And all the 1266 ear pads have that stitch line, which is the narrowest portion. Normally, you're going to have that, we call it 11 o'clock, depends on which side of the headphone you're looking at. But normally you're going to have the stitch line so that it's around 11 o'clock on the front of the headphone. So when you have these ear pads on here, that's kind of the default position, is the stitch line lines up with both ear pads in the same spot toward the front of the headphone. And but you know, it could be anywhere. You could have the stitch line facing upward, anywhere you want. Some people have it forward, some people have it down. Some people like to rotate the headphone and wear it a completely different way. So, you know, whatever's good for you with it is all that matters. But you're going to want to be consistent where one side and the other side have this stitch the same spot. But I've heard people that, for whatever reason, you know, they prefer it a little different in one spot on one side versus the other. It's all about preference and how you wear them. Anyway, same deal. Grasp the base of the ear pad and just basically give it a little bink, and it comes off. And same with going on, these notches that are on the base of the ear pad align with the screws that are on the speaker. So you're going to ultimately try to fit a notch into one, and the other one will snap in, and you're done. So it's really easy to exchange or replace ear pads on all the Abyss headphones. And if you got any questions or you're not sure of something, email us or call us. Thanks for watching. Take care.